Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Trying play action. He's looking deep. Snags it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. He's got his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Power football with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the tailback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. To the air. It's Morton. He'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Gonna run it. It's Brooks. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Red Raiders are on the move. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Dances away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Morton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Jumped on top of the pile.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now on the option. Wow, through the defense. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Valdez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. The completion well past the sticks. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Raiders. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more, but Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Chapin. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Also 8 yards on the play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll give it to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and goal from way back there. Handoff from the gun. And they get him down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Splits the uprights. Good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. He finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
That's one of the advantages on defense of forcing a 3rd and long situation. You can go to your dime personnel package. Get a lot of those smaller, faster bodies to deal with a mobile quarterback like this who sometimes will try to scramble. That time, there was just nowhere for him to go.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. Well, a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, it's Morton. Snags it over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. On first down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw.
And it's picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with a pick.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pockets, fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
The Bulldogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Makes his connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the gun to give, looking for room. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Splits the uprights right down the middle.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They get to the line quickly. Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Heaves it on the run. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. They've got the screen set up. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hudson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Mississippi State going up tempo. To the air on 1st down. Going up top. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He will be stopped short. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good, and their bid to tie also goes by the boards. They're still down 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Got a man. It's Kelly. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly.
The first down pass complete to the wide out. Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Morton. He's right on target. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He's going to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
That makes the score Texas Tech 17, Mississippi State 12.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To the ground with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Second down.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
On third and short, the power run here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. Slithers into space. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Caught in the backfield. It's Kelly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On the ground, it's Brooks. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Great run, and two things I love. He got the first down, and he got out of bounds. So he can stop the clock now. This offense doesn't have to panic. They can think about it a little bit more. They can talk about it a little bit more, how they can continue to move the ball down the field and try to get closer in this football game.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on him, and they got a big stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off his red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, we're finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.